This is Car Guys New England, your YouTube channel for anything automotive.
Bad, cause it's bit bad. Smoke with the bad. Like chips at the front. Let's go. I'm fly like a pelican in my bed. I like in my way. Hella quick. Like to get a up on the elephant. Cut my trunk. Yeah, it's in the front. Of course, it's in the back. This a big. This a real big difference. You just want a club. I just need them racks. You just want a party. I just want a rock.
This is Jay with Car Guys New England. Today is Sunday, July 3rd, 2022. And we're here. We're back on the Caprice. I've just been cranking away at the car this weekend. So let's get into it. I got to move the car out, and we'll get to work on it. I'll just let her warm up for a minute, and today we're going to put in the batteries. Alright, 4 batteries are in. That was a tight fit, but I got it, so I'm going to see if the bar fits. And here's the battery bar. Get it on there, and I'll just make sure that the nuts can secure this, and then we can finish the wiring. So I need to make some short battery jumpers, redo the ground cable, and then also make a long jumper to jump the first bank of batteries over to the second. So I'll get all that stuff done, and yeah, fun stuff. Alright, so it's time to throw out this hop scale. It's a 4-footer, and I'm definitely expecting it to do double this.
Dad, these guys were tripping. They're so low, they should pull down their pants.
Why don't you get this stupid scale out of the garage over to the trash, bud?
Okay.
All right, so I got the new battery cables cut to length, as you can see. Just got to strip them back, and then put on the battery-sized lugs on these, tape them up, and then those are ready for the batteries. So you can see there's a big difference that I'm stepping up to for my cables, so it's going to handle a lot more power. All right, time to go to the hardware store. I just got everything I needed at the hardware store, so let's get back to the garage. So by using blue and red electrical tape, that'll give the polarity on the cables. Not that it matters, but it'll make people, if anybody else is working in the trunk, obviously more aware to what the positive is in there. So those are the battery to battery connections. This is my new ground in black, and then this is the battery to battery jumper. This is the long one to go between banks, so I can step it up to 96 volts. All right, so the battery cables are on, and you can see that on the 24 volt post we got the switches hooked up. I just got to tighten these bolts down. And I still haven't hooked up the solenoids or the ground yet, but I will do that pretty soon. And I need to get the other side in, so I still got a bit more wiring to do, but it's coming along. So our passenger side batteries are now in. I'm going to put the hold down bar on and then tighten that down. All right, so the passenger side bank is wired up. I just need to hook the solenoids to it, and then same thing for the driver's side. All right, so there's the 96 volt battery. And here is our 48. So the 48, it's because it has 2 banks of solenoids and then a jumper to the other bank, which goes over there. So it keeps stepping up the voltage to 96 volts here. So we're going to finish up the last part of this, of the wiring, which is to run the ground into the passenger compartment. So we're going to have to take the rear seat bottom out and then take the bottom sills out from the door openings, and then we can get this taken care of. All right, so I have the old ground here, and what I need to do is tape the larger cable to this. And the reason I'm going to do that is so it'll be easier to pull the other cable into the passenger compartment. All right, so I've taped the cable so it can be pulled through, and I'm definitely going to need to trim this. It's not as long of a run as I had thought. So I almost have the cable fed in, a little bit more to go. So I got the ground cable with enough slack for the batteries, and I got the rest of the slack here. So now I'm going to take out the 2 screws in the sill in the rear and the 4 screws in the sill in the front, and we'll run the new ground cable. Alright, so the ground has been removed, so now I need to take that apart just so I can get the wire out of that piece. Now the end terminal of this hasn't been used in a long time. So I am going to run the buffer on that. That way it's nice and shiny, fresh metal. And let's get this this jacket off. All right, so we're just going to remove this part, and here comes that flathead. So we took that out, and now we're going to slide this off. The old wire, and you can see that it's held in with a an Allen head. All right, so that's been removed. Now we need to modify the end of the other cable, and hopefully I can get that into this, because this is a slightly smaller ground. We're just going to keep buffing this. Now it's starting to look clean, as you can see. It's also getting hot. All right, so here is the piece all buffed up, and you know, it's not perfect, but that will work. So unfortunately, obviously the cable is a little too big for this, but there are marks to cut this, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that, see if I can get the wire into this bad boy. All right, so that fits now, and Now that I did this mock-up, I'm going to go over to the car and complete it.
Dad, that's not a lowrider.
You're right, it's a hopper. It's not meant to be low.
Oh, you gotta serve some fools.
The ground cable trimmed to length. I also got my hop switch cable ran under the carpet now, and just got to trim off the end of that, and then I'm going to put the connector on so I can get this together. All right, so I'm just going to tighten that up using my Allen, and then I'll take that flathead screw out, and I'm going to slide the cover over that, and all the wiring will be complete. All right, so the disconnect is all set, and as you can see, goes right in. So I'm going to clean out this this part of it a little bit and buff that up so we get a good connection. But as you can see, this is nice and clean now. So we are all wired, folks. We're getting so close. So we're making some serious progress on the Caprice, and I'm really happy with how that's turning out. So all the primary wiring is now done. So we're going to get this car charged up, and then we'll bleed the system. But we'll cover that in a future video. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give the video a like. If you have questions or comments, be sure to comment down below. This is Jay with Car Guys New England. Until next time, take care.